Hello, Serani Duck, and we're back again for another video. This time we're in the Tier 10 French medium tank, the AMX 30B. And we're on Desfall, and we're on Desfall Encounter Battle. And we have the dominant spawn for this map. It's an unfair spawn for this map. And if you've seen my Best of Brits video, and you've watched the last replay of that video, it's in the Chieftain, and I do sort of over 10k damage in the space of 5 minutes. So you want to see how dominant this position can be, just check out that video. But yeah, we're on the same spawn, and we're basically pretty much going to do the same things what we did in the Chieftain, just maybe to a little bit of lesser effect, but however we still have a good game. Now we're in the AMX 30B. Now this is a tank which it's good because it's a tier 10 medium, isn't it, which has got good mobility, 10 degrees gun depression, so yeah, you can't knock it. However, I just don't know if it's as good as the tier 9 variant of it. Like, this feels nice to play, and what I mean by that is that the mobility of the tank makes it feel nice to play. You can get up to the top speed, and it's very mobile. But I just don't really see how it's any better than the tier 9 in most scenarios, because you've got this sort of, the turret's okay, but you've got this humongous cupola, which, is very easy to hit. So, yeah, I mean, it's sort of an okay tank. I mean, it is good. It's like a lot of the time, tier to tier, the tier 9 I think is a bit better. However, what I will say about this tank, and I can thank Petty for this, but it actually has quite insane camo rating. And I don't know if I have it on this replay, but since this replay I put the camo net on it, from sort of Petty's advice, because you don't really need the vert stabs because it's accurate enough anyway, so you can comfortably drop that and not really make that much of a difference. But if you put the camo net on this tank, you can get the camo net to about sort of, with a few of the perks, to about 287 meters, which is pretty crazy actually. Put in perspective, that's basically on par with the bat chat. So the camo on this really can basically be almost on par with the bat chat, which is quite insane. So yeah, that is a little trick which I started using. It has made a difference. Not as much in this replay, but in some of the games I've had, I've been surprised how close I was getting and not getting spotted. But anyway, this is the position I was talking about on encounter mode. It really isn't that fair. That if you win the hill, a lot of their team, just because of the way the spawns are, they tend to push over where they are right now, and it is easy farms, isn't it? If we don't get contested on the hill, I've just got easy shots into these guys, and they always cross out. I've had it every time I've played this map on this mode. They've always crossed out. If you're patient and you manage to get the hill uncontested, you can do this. But as soon as someone comes up on the hill to contest you, it can be a bit troublesome, which we'll spot sort of later on. But you get this. It's easier for our team to take a hill from this spawn than it is the enemy. So yeah, you can just see we picked up sort of over 2k damage from this spot already, and the enemy, we now got this E3 is pushed out, and we're going to try and get a shot through his driver wall, see if we can get some more damage to him. Unfortunately now he's frontally on. E3's very, very, very good armoured frontally on, and I'm not going to pen with APCR from that distance. So I'll swap to the heat shells, and we'll see if we can go through the lower plate, which we did. So yeah, we are getting lit now, so we do have to be a little bit careful, but fortunately for me there's no fun police in this game, and that's one thing I don't have to worry about, because you're not immune to artillery here, so you have to be careful. But as you can see, the team just keeps poking up, and we're trying to use this little tiny bush to our advantage. But unfortunately now, the Progetto, he comes up and he's contested me on the hill, which is a very, is a pain, because he's going to proxy spot me, and I can't have him there, because at any point he could just turn around and dub his 3 shots into me and just completely ruin my game. So I've got to kill him, but it's just going to be very awkward to kill him, because he's the wrong sort of tank. I don't want to have to be fighting the tank like this here, but no one's going to be able to help me here, so I'm going to have to do this by myself. So what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and get a shot into him and then bait him back, so I can, hopefully my team who are sort of behind me, the TD behind me, will be able to get shots into him if I pull him right back. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work out that way. But he had to go. He could not stay there. He was sort of preventing me from potentially winning the game, in my opinion, of him being in that position. So it's a tank which had to die. So I was hoping now my TD would get a shot into him. I was hoping I'd pull him back enough for my TD to get a shot into him. And unfortunately, it's not happened. But he ricochets the shot, and he's now dumped his clip. And the second the projectile's dumped all of his shells, the DPN is now awful. So we're going to try and get another shot into him. It's unlikely that he will one-shot me here because of the way it is now, which he didn't. He leaves me on 51 hit points. Now I know I've killed him. I've just got to make sure I aim this shot, take him out. And you see, it come at a cost, doesn't it? I've lost all my hit points to him, and I've left him 51 hit points. But I was actually, believe it or not, very pleased with that engagement because, yes, I've lost all my hit points, but he's dead, and now I have complete control of this hill, and I can get back to getting shots into this sort of position, which I was. Which is ideal. So we've got we've got APCR loaded at the moment. We're going to struggle to pen him at this E3, so we swapped to heat, and now we're able to go through the cupola or the lower plate if it gives us that opportunity. So there we go straight through the cupola with the heat shells, because obviously the heat doesn't lose penetration on distance like the APCR does, and it's just a case of farming to see what shots we can get now. Picked up another kill there on the one-shot E75, I believe. Got another shot through the cupola. We did low roll, so don't finish him off. But we're going to try and get another shot through. It bounces. But like I say, this is such a dominant position. I'll just have to be a little bit careful I don't get blind fired, which I'm a little bit concerned about. But yeah, we just got to make do. They are a little bit distracted by our team. And I've just used this position just to farm damage, really. Not as much so I did in my Chieftain replay, but still, I still got a decent amount of damage. Now, I know they're still there, I know that's where they are. I'm just hoping my team spots them, but it's not quite happening, so I'm thinking, you know what, I've got decent camo, I might just move down there, maybe I'll get a load of assistance. But as I do, they do get lit up, and now we're just going to make sure we get as many shots as we can before they die. We've got a shot through into the waffle. We're going to try and get one through the lower plate of the ice ball, which we do. He's not going to survive my heat shells. Hoping we get one more shot in. We do get spot up, but it doesn't really matter if we die now. We'll try and get behind this wall, just because although you can shoot through it, not if they're shooting heat. But yeah, so it just shows you how dominant that position is on this map. It's not even fair, really, if you manage to control it. So we got 2 kills, we got just shy of 7,000 damage, 557 assistance. Surprisingly, we didn't actually get the ace tanker. I guess if we got a few more kills, we would have done. So that was a bit unfortunate. But we've got 7,000 damage, so it's not a bad game. We came top, we've got the high caliber. So that's just about it for the first replay, and I will see you in a bit for the second replay of the video. Hello, so we're back again for replay number 2, and this time we're platooned up with our friends Swindle 321 and VK Jokers. And yeah, so we've got VK in the UDES, we've got Swindle in the 60TP. So yeah, this particular one on Highway, we've got the best spawn of Highway. We do have 2 fun police in the enemy team. It turns out to be a little bit of a mad one. And you'll see what I mean about that when we get to it. But it turned into one of those situations where I'm quite happy that I had some teammates. So because we've got Jokers in the UDES, he said he was going to push down early for some early assistance. So I thought, well, it's no good me going with him, I might as well support him then from this bush and try and shoot what he lights up. So we get an early shot into the light tank, which is always nice because, like I say, always good to prioritise them little buggers first. So we got a shot into hit that light tank there. He's almost he's a one shot now. We try and finish him off. He gets tracked, fortunately for me, and we shut him down. He is out of the game. So that's a very powerful tank on this map, out of the game. So that's why you don't really want to throw your tanks away like that early, because generally speaking on maps like this, you're the biggest threat. But he's now dead, and I'm sort of just waiting to see what gets lit up. We see this leopard, we get a blind shot I believe into him. We're trying to get another shot into the leopard, and we do. So yeah, it's already a pretty decent start to the game. Nice, light tanks there, got a few pens in, and yeah, that's exactly what we want really. So just sort of waiting to find out what's going to get lit. Are we going to get an opportunity? But I can see my team pushing forward. I'm just going to try and push the issue from for myself now and push in. We get a shot in the back chat. It was lit. And yeah, this is where the mobility of this tank is really nice, because you can see how quickly, when we've got the momentum of going downhill, but we can get up to a decent top speed. And this is one of the pluses, and that's when I say it's quite nice to play, is because you can move around the map like this. So we're going to move in from this spawn, and we're going to just try and spot up and see what happens. But as we do, this light tank comes in for the rush. We do hit him, but unfortunately it does track damage, which is a bit annoying. But he gets tracked and we finish him off, securing another kill. Now this is the next contender. Another contender is coming in, and this is where it gets a bit hairy, isn't it? This is what I was saying, it's quite nice that I have to support my team, because I get full scent on, and yeah, I'm not entirely sure what is happening. You can see a lot of our team is on the other side of the map, and this guy, I don't know I don't know why he thought that was a good idea, but the Leopard thought he's going to come in as well and try that. Managed to get a shot into him. He gets shut down by Buddy Swindle, and it's not over there. It just seems they're relentless in the attempt to sort of full send us, and yeah, we're just going to try and get a shot in. And I've just spotted in the corner of my eye there's a Badger, but he's not quite come in yet, but in a minute you'll see the Badger wants to have a little go at that as well. We're just trying to use this position and get shots in where we can. We have the support of Swindle and Jokers, so I feel like if they sort of come into us, we can just try and make sure we all hit the same target. But there you go, there's a Badger coming in, but he comes in at the same time of this sort of bat chat which starts to come round, so I'm getting a little bit concerned here, because the Badger has insane DPM. So this bat chat's coming in. See the Badger just put a shot into me. I want to try and get a shot at my bat chat, so we do take him. Now I'm trying to sort of move away, but use that wreck to sort of stop the Badger shooting me, but he does manage to get a shot in. Now I'm going to, like I say, he has got an incredible DPM, but if I get behind him, then he's a goner. So I'm moving up with this wreck just to make it awkward for him to get a shot into me. We'll now put a shot into his track wheel on the move. He does repair it, but like I say, we've got behind him and we've got a shot. And but you can see, I'm glad I had the support of my buddies there, because we just got full scent on, and we all needed each other as much as we all needed each other's help in that scenario. If it wasn't for the fact we was all three of us there, I would have just got died. I would have been killed by a sort of a very annoying sort of full send on by the enemy team. But yeah, the threat's dealt with now. This game is pretty much in the bag. We just need to try and make sure we can get the most out of it. What's left? We've got a couple shots in the M60. We're now going to move up and see. There's two fun police left, and we want to try and get a kill on one of them, don't we? See what we can do. So we're moving up, and I believe in a minute Swindle gets outplayed by the artillery. There we go. He gets outplayed. And we've got to move on now. We'll try and take revenge for our friend. We aim this one, but he leaves him on like a splitting of health, and then I almost got outplayed by the artillery. He left me on 100 hit points, but it does allow us to get the kill. Now, just one left. We're going to GWE 100. He's the one that killed a Buddy Swindle, so we're going to try and get the kill shot in. Now, I wish I stopped and aimed that, because I probably would have had that kill. Unfortunately I didn't. I thought I was about to get it, but then Joker shuts him down, and it's a bit of a shame, because I would have had a top gun there and I would have got obviously killed both the artilleries, but it is what it is. That's at the end of that game we get 5 kills, 6,199 damage, 500 assistance. We do get the ace tanker this time at the high caliber, obviously with less damage than last time, but the 5 kills gets us over the line with the ace tanker. So yeah, as always, I hope you enjoyed the replay. Again, thank you for watching, thank you for your support, thank you for the nice comments. You guys mean a lot to me. And yeah, as always, happy tanking.